So the first episode we're going to review for part 2 is the Ultimate Smash Bros. Song. So Colin, should we even bother reviewing this?
I guess not. There's really not much to review. It's just a song.
Yeah, it's just a music video. I mean, granted, it's a good music video, but it's still just a music video.
Yeah.
The only thing I can think of doing is saying that it predict the title of the next Smash Bros. Game. But otherwise, all it really is just a music video. Sorry to interrupt this video, but Colin was supposed to make a transition for me, but he couldn't because his files got corrupted. So I'm just gonna have to think of another transition. So...
Titans! Yes!
So the next episode we're gonna review is the Mario Mafia. Colin, did you say that this was your favorite episode?
Yeah, it was my favorite episode. Pretty good, made me laugh.
I would agree that it at least made me laugh the first time. The second time I've watched it, I didn't really laugh as hard. Although that could also be because I just watch a lot of cop and detective stuff that this kind of just made me say, oh, it's another one of these parody things, and after a while it gets tiring. But I would say I would still recommend it. All I have to say is, it tried to make the offer that couldn't be refused, and it worked on some, but not on others. So the next episode we're gonna review is Mario and the T-Pose Virus. Now this is an episode where my only problems are nitpicks, but the nitpicks add up very quickly.
They were T-posing. I can't forgive them for that.
I mean, that's not even a nitpick. That was like, I should have expected it from them.
Yeah.
But my nitpicks are mostly like, half of the characters were really dumb in this one. Like, if you already have an idiot in the series, why do you need to make other people dumb? And let's see, what was another major one? Oh yeah, there were a bunch of jokes that seemed like they were gonna go one way, but go completely another way for not really good reasons.
They were just dumb they're just dumb to the point where it wasn't funny.
Yeah, and also what they were trying to satirize for zombies, because this is kind of like a zombie thing, they do not do anything new with that.
They kind of just get infected, T-pose, and they're just regular zombies.
And other characters are being dumb while they're getting attacked. You know, maybe I think that's why they made them all dumb, is to fit in with the zombie thing, because victims in that are usually dumb. But even then, why make half of them that? Like maybe one or two at the most, but not like half the members.
Not even half, like over half.
Yeah, overall, a bunch of nitpicking and really dumb in this one.
Steven, we need to get ready to go. Steven! No, Steven, no.
So the next episode we're gonna review is Mario Waits for Pizza. And this is how we both felt after watching it. We're just kidding. It was actually a good episode.
Yeah, it made me laugh. Like, how they went through all that stuff only for Mario to just eat every single box of pizza and then go on a drug trip.
Oh yeah, I just like how they took the simple concept of waiting for pizza and did way more with it than I could even imagine with it. And I also like their little bit of touch of psychopathic horror that they throw in with Mario. I think that was really smart. And also the side plot wasn't very enjoyable, but didn't hinder the episode much. But I love him! Sir, I love your daughter. Please allow me to take her away in marriage.
I'll fight you for her.
Well, I'm no chicken. Fight! And this was good enough to get the second teddy bear seal of approval. So the next episode we're gonna review is Mario, the Ultimate Gamer. And finally, we have a good character introduction episode.
Yeah. They introduced the character without them just randomly popping up last second. And they tell us what the character does and, like, you know, what they like.
And they put a main focus on her. Oh, her name is Tari, by the way. And she is actually relevant to the plot. Because she helps Mario try to beat SMG4 in the Super Smash Bros. Parody. We can't say its name because, YouTube's algorithm. Anyways, the jokes here were very well done with Tari. I mean, they just really fit her character. Even though she was only introduced in that episode, I still felt like she was in character with her jokes. And not unlike some other times where even if they were juiced for about a year or so, they completely get them out of character.
Yeah.
So overall, another teddy bear seal of approval. And man, that was fun.
Yippee!
So the next episode we're gonna review is If Mario Was in Baldi's Basics. Now before I talk about this episode, I gotta really applaud them for having the best ad I've seen in a YouTube video.
Oh god, Mario, you stink and look like a hobo. Have you ever heard of grooming yourself?
Nope.
You know, showering, brushing your teeth, shaving. What? God damn it, I'm gonna need backup for this. Yes, Dollar Shave Club, we got a code red. Send me a supply drop, now! Whoa!
What is that?
I'm glad you asked, Mario. It's a Dollar Shave Club starter set. It will have everything you'll need to groom yourself like a pro.
What?
In this box, you'll get the exclusive body wash, shave butter, executive razor, and a whole razor cartridge. And finally, butt wipes.
Ooh.
And the best thing is Dollar Shave Club is giving away all of this to new members for only $5 plus free shipping. And if you want to keep shaving, Dollar Shave Club will send you more razor heads for only a few bucks after the first month. Thanks to Dollar Shave Club for sponsoring this video. You can go check the products now by following the link on the screen. I've also put the link in the description. Okay, now let's go watch the video.
So anyways, back to the episode. Man, they just didn't do anything with this at all. Or well, they did some stuff with it, but it just felt like they were going through the motions and not really doing anything else more than that.
There weren't really that many jokes, and what jokes they had weren't really that funny. It just wasn't that enjoyable to watch.
It was just boring. That's like the last thing I would describe one SMG4 episode is boring. This just felt like a straight run through with jokes that are really more reference humor. And while I did play the game a little bit, I didn't even get half of the references.
Yeah, it was just not done right at all.
Yeah, overall, even though it had a good ad, the episode was just the motions of a game. So, Connie, are you ready for Steven's Basics?
Yes.
Okay. What is 9 plus 10?
21.
Great job! You screwed up. So the next episode we're gonna review is Stupid Mario 3D World. And I gotta say, this is the second favorite episode out of the whole starter pack. The jokes here really do a good job on satirizing Super Mario 3D World. And I gotta say, this is my favorite satirization in general, at least in terms of series. While the other two from the Stupid series were funny, it kind of felt like, while they didn't know what they were talking about and what they were satirizing, they could have went the extra mile. This one goes 100 miles past it.
All you need to know is there's a ghetto.
So overall, another teddy bear seal of approval.
Whoa! Hey, Stinky! What do you do? Ah! Whoa! Ay, ito na rin, no? What? Eto, ito.
Thank you!
Okie dokie!
So the next episode we're gonna review is the anime challenge. I have no idea what to feel about this.
There is a lot of Naruto running, and Fishy Boopkins, the only one that had actually watched anime out of them, was the person with the best chance in the challenge. It was a really weird episode, let's just say that.
Yeah, the jokes here, they are hit or miss. Most of the misses are either dragged out or they weren't funny to begin with. And also, this is supposed to be a start of a story arc. They don't even do a good job saying that this is going to be a beginning of an arc. Overall, we just don't have anything to say about this, really. So the next episode we're gonna review is Tari's Abnormality. I see they had the potential to make it good, but
Wasted potential.
yeah, this is basically, you know, Super Mario Bros. From the last part. Well, this is basically Super Mario 64, but the personalities are reversed. And that could have made easily a good episode, but the problem is they don't really do the swapping personalities very well. Matter of fact, most of them were just similar, with one or two even being opposites of each other, which even then you could argue that they are just the same person. And also, I'm just gonna say this, the ending, if they were gonna make an emotional thing, I think they should have went the whole way through instead of cutting it off with a stupid joke. That's all I have to say. Overall, it had potential, but they ruined it. Well, we are at our final episode. And like I said in the first part, we are going to be deciding which episode we're going to review. The only problem is we have a whole bunch of episodes that we want to review. So we're going to have a spinner decide for us. Well, should we review that?
Yeah, I guess so.
The spinner has spoken. So the final episode we're gonna be reviewing is Mario Battle Royale. If we had to pick an episode that best describes SMG4, then this would be the episode.
Yeah, there were a lot of really good jokes in there, like, everything with Toad, Fishy Boopkins hanging off the cliff, and then Psycho trying to save him and Mario, then pushing both of them off.
I think the best thing about it is that they know what they're doing so much that they could honestly make a game off of it, and it would follow what Battle Royale was all about. And it also goes with their trend thing where they just do stuff that's recent because Battle Royale was popular at the time. Matter of fact, I think it's even more popular now than it was back when they made it. And I think that's also a positive that this actually holds up a lot better today than it did when it was first released.
Held up pretty well. It's still getting a lot of views.
So overall, this is going to be the final teddy bear seal of approval. And this is probably the best episode, even though it isn't in the starter pack.
See you next time.
So, Colin, did you enjoy reviewing the SMG4 starter pack with me?
Yeah, I mean, there were some pretty good episodes in there that I had honestly forgotten about, even though I watched them before.
Well, let's calculate all the scores and see what the SMG4 starter pack gets overall. Well, that was higher than I thought. Well, before we end this, let's talk about some trends we noticed.
So there are a lot of outdated memes, even though some of them aren't as outdated as others. There were some well-placed jokes and some jokes that weren't as well-placed. And overall, every episode kind of had a central theme that they tried to capitalize on. And some did better than others at that.
Okay, for me, don't bother watching the If Mario Was In series. Like, even outside of the starter pack, I can only think of 2 or 3 that are even worth watching, and then the rest of them were either boring or painful to watch. But speaking of that, the stupid Mario series is very recommendable because they... how do I say this? When they try to capitalize on more than one game at a time, it just seems like they make a mess of it or they don't really do anything with it. But when they focus on just one game, or in this case Mario games, they seem to know what they're doing and can make really funny jokes with it. And like Colin said, there was outdated stuff, but I think it actually adds to the value because just having that little bit of datedness actually kind of helps give them an identity at least, instead of being just another channel. So thank you for watching this video and hopefully the last part, and I'll get back to you with another video soon.